Well, I am a disciple of Pete Seeger. Indeed. And when I do my solo assembly program for kids, I talk about Pete from the very beginning. He said one thing that still informs what I do as a teaching artist every time. He says, it's not so important to have music in people's ears. It's more important to have it on their lips. It's true, because when your kids are singing along, when adults are singing along, you're using more of your brain. This is very insidious stuff. This folk music, yeah. Pete knew it. He knew about it. So, I wrote this song. It's called Lessons from Pete. I first met this folk singer along the river in my old hometown. He was just a man with a banjo, but he shook my whole world round. He says it's the singing, not the listening, that forged these human bonds. And it's when we sing together, we make our community strong. Now his banjo red music surrounds hate and drains its fearsome power. And his voice sang, we can save the world if we let each other flower. And his songs of old were not so cold as to be different than times today, but it was his spirit that drove me to be the musician I am today. Now there's places where this music still happens, be it coffee house, tavern, or home. And it doesn't have to cook under hot stage lights. It's the feeling that's got to be warm. Because it's the sharing and the caring that makes folk music ring so true. And these times we spend together are so precious and so few. Now traveling all these miles, I have time to think about my odd vocation. Sing-alongs, goof-alongs, pick and patter perspiration. It's just a troubadour, nothing more, spreading music from town to town. But I got a lot of folks in my gig bag that keep my feet on solid ground. So celebrate your role in troubadour, who rambles through your town, singing songs together, passing tunes around. To stand and gamble, Utah, Hartford, Pete Seeger too. But it still comes down to me and you in this room making old music new. I first met Pete Seeger along the river in my old hometown. He was just a man with a banjo, but he shook my whole world round. Thank you.